Hello, I'm Russell Inman, and welcome to the Spring Summer Preview. We've brought in Christine Keil, and she's the president of Old Town Partners, and she's going to talk to us a little bit today about everything that Florissant has to offer this spring and summer.
Thank you for allowing me to come, Russ. Yes, my name's Chris. I'm with Old Town Partners. And
tell us a little bit about the organization. Let's just start there for those that don't know.
Well, our organization was formed in 1996, so we're going to be 23 years this year. And it was started by a group of local residents and business owners who wanted to highlight the Old Town area.
Okay.
Wanted to make sure that it continued to be a vibrant place for people to come to eat, to worship, to drink, to shop, and also to support our business owners that do so much to keep our Old Town area alive.
And who are some of the companies that have really poured into this organization to keep it going?
We have over 100 members right now. Pretty much, if you look up and down St. Francis Street, you're going to find them in our membership list.
Yeah.
Florissant Glass, Julie's Florist, Stems Florist, Florissant Diner, Hendel's Market, Amore's Pizza, Smoke and Sip, the VFW Hall, Old St. Ferdinand Shrine. I mean, the list just goes on and on of our members. Most of the businesses in the Old Town area understand what we're about and support our mission.
Well, I'm sure a lot of these spring and summer events are directly supported by those organizations.
They definitely are. A lot of our events on our Wednesday night outs, which I know you want to talk about in a minute, they're hosted by our members. So it is an Old Town Partners event, but it is held at a member location, and they are the host of that event.
There's several of those through the spring and summer. The first one is Proud to be an American.
Proud to be
Tell
an
us
American.
a little bit about why you even done the Wednesday night outs. What's the purpose behind
Well,
that?
the purpose behind the Wednesday night out is really just to get the community together, give people a safe, fun place. We have music, we have food at every Wednesday night out, but you don't have to partake in purchasing anything. You're more than welcome to bring your own cooler, bring your own chair, just sit with your friends and neighbors, listen to some good music, and maybe meet a few new friends and neighbors.
So what is Proud to be an American? What's going to be celebrated that night?
Well, Proud to be an American, not surprisingly, is going to be held at the VFW 4105 post. They are one of our members, along with Fancy Fingers and Feet, which is in that same complex, and Amore's Pizza. Those will be the hosts of the event. It's an outdoor street party. The band that evening is going to be Sonic Tap. So they'll be playing regular 70s, 80s, 90s music that we're all familiar with. We will have the stage from the city of Florissant, so they'll be set up on the stage. And then we have a very special event that's going to happen at 7:45 to coincide with sunset that evening. As you're probably aware, there's a lot of plaques for the Walk Through History plaques on Florissant, and there will be a new plaque that will be unveiled that night at 7:45 p.m. for a gentleman who was killed in action during the Vietnam War.
Incredible.
Who is from Florissant. So that will actually be a little bit later than the plaque dedications typically take place, but we found it appropriate because he was KIA to hold that at sunset. So we'll play taps, we'll say, we have somebody coming to sing the national anthem. We will have an eagle there from the Wild Bird Sanctuary. We will have a Gold Star mother there who lost her son more recently, but lost her son in a war. So not only can you come and have some fun and eat and drink and hang out with your neighbors,
but you've got a special dedication to be a
Right.
part of. Now, do you do a lot of these dedications each year?
well, actually that's more of a city event. The city of Florissant just happens to always coincide.
Okay.
They coincide the plaque dedications on the same night as Wednesday night out.
Okay.
So the two typically happen on the same evening. As far as 2019 goes, we'll have the one in May, and then there'll be one before our August Wednesday night out as well. So there's two
Two of them to come up.
Yeah, two to come up in 2019.
Then the Wednesday night out party on June 26th, it's a street party. Tell us a little about where it's at and what's going on with the street party.
It is. Well, that one is typically held at the Cordy's location. Now, Cordy's has moved. They're on Jefferson now. And so unlike in previous years where it used to be on St. Francis Street, it's now more on the corner of St. Francis and Jefferson. Same kind of a setup. In past years, she's done a hat party. So you wear your favorite hat, your blingiest hat, your funniest hat, and she gives contests. She gives awards for the funniest hat. All of our events, all of our Wednesday night outs have a theme. So we're Proud to be an American is the theme for the May event.
Okay.
The hat party is the theme for the June event.
Okay. And then the next event we had is a farmers and flea market, Knights of the Columbus.
Yes, that's always held in July under the small pavilion at the Knights of Columbus. It is our event, and it's in the morning, a Saturday morning. It goes from 8 to noon, and it's a flea market.
It's
so
everything.
Yes, vendors have spots.
Almost nothing held back, right? These are what my wife loves to go to.
Well, I think everybody can find something they need at the farmers and flea market. We do have a local farmer who usually comes, and then we also invite Gokis, which is one of our members, and they also sell produce at that event. And it is very well attended every year.
I'm sure. The farmers markets have, in general, in the whole St. Louis area, have been a pretty neat staple that's kind of come back.
Well, I think people enjoy eating locally and healthily, and being able to just walk out the door and get their vegetables and go home.
That's great. Then we've got the movie night. That's July 31st, another Wednesday night out. What movie are we playing?
This year we're going to play Dumbo.
Dumbo.
Dumbo comes out. Dumbo,
I haven't seen Dumbo for probably 20 years.
Well, this is the new Dumbo. There's a new Dumbo.
A new one.
Yes, it just came out March 29th in theaters.
Okay.
So it is just being released on DVD. And so that evening, we're going to show that. We're going to have some circus-type activities for kids. All of our Wednesday night outs are family-friendly, but this one in July, the movie night, is really more geared towards children and families. It is a free event, just like all of our events are. You come, bring your lawn chair, participate in some games, and you're more than welcome to sit and stay and watch the movie with your family.
And they'll have popcorn there, I'm sure?
Yes,
Yeah?
we will have
Good.
popcorn.
All right.
In fact, we sell an endless bag of popcorn for $1.
Hey.
So there you go.
No more $10 popcorn at the movie theater.
No,
Endless
you come
bag
to
for
our
$1.
movie,
I like that.
Cost you $1 for popcorn.
Very good. Very good. That's my price range. Then we got Dancing on the Street, August 28th.
Dancing on the street.
You don't want to see me dance on the street. What is this about?
Well, we have awards.
It's pretty risky.
We have awards, so you might want to consider it. That event is held at Bunkers and at Stems Florist. So in that area, KB Electric, that area of St. Francis Street, it is an 80s, 90s theme. So if you think about 80s and 90s music, you've got Blondie, you've got, there's just some wonderful music that came out in the 80s and 90s. And it is a lot of dance music compared to the music from the 70s. So we call it Dancing in the Streets. We also give costumes for best dress. So if you come in your 80s,
bleached out ripped denim, some canvas shoes, maybe a white polo. Yeah, this could be interesting. Then we've got a Handel's. This looks like that's the final Wednesday night out for the summer is Handel's, September 25th.
Correct. There's 5 every year, and they, as you mentioned, they begin in May, they end in September. September is always a very popular one because the weather's kind of turned a little bit. Some of these can be pretty warm, and we hold it rain or shine.
Okay.
Even in thunderstorms, we won't cancel. Nobody might show up, but
But you're going to be there.
Yeah, we will not cancel. So don't think, oh my gosh, they say there's going to be thunderstorms, they're not going to have it. We will have it. September 25th is a real laid-back kind of experience. We usually have jazz music or some blues music. So it's not dancing in the street. It's more, just kind of chilling out.
Yeah.
You've had a busy summer. Kids are back in school. It's time to just relax. Handel's does the food. They do the drink. They typically even help find the band for that event. And it normally is something that's a little bit quieter. It's dark by the end of that event because, we're getting closer to winter. But again, like all of them, just a great event.
And Handel's, they're going to do a bottomless glass for $1, right? Just like the popcorn?
We would have to talk to Christina Bennett about that one.
We probably couldn't get that lucky.
She's a very strong supporter of Old Town Partners, but I'm not sure if she's going to offer that. She does do drink specials and things like that evening. Yeah.
Well, are there any other shout-outs that you want to give just in general to everybody who's supporting the Old Town Partners and what's going on this spring and summer?
Well, I have to say one of our biggest supporters is the city of Florissant.
Okay.
We work very closely with the city on all of our events. We have police presence at every one of our events. They block off the streets for us. If it's needed, they'll bring the band shell down so that we can have the band shell. And not surprisingly, you will see Eddie, the Florissant police dog, at every one of our events as well. Eddie and his mom, Lori, are there working with the kids, getting their pictures taken with the kids. So definitely the city of Florissant is a big help to us. Should also give a shout out to our office coordinator. We do have a part-time employee at our office. Her name's Kim, and Kim Miller does a great job. And these events couldn't happen without her help, along with all of the volunteers in our organization.
Well, Christine, thank you for what you do to get it all put together. Now, you've been the president for 2 years now.
This is my second year.
It hasn't run you off yet.
Nope, I love it.
So, and you'll probably be back for another year. Is there a term limit in this kind of role, or is this something that you really just get to be a part of for a while now?
Well, I do believe that turnover is good, change is good.
Okay.
I know Charlene Kramer, who was the past president. She was president for 3 years.
Okay.
We encourage, especially younger members of our community, the 30-year-old somethings, to come down. I should mention that our meetings, we have open member meetings the first Tuesday of every month. Anybody in the community is welcome to attend. They're held at Amore's Pizza in the banquet center, not in the restaurant portion. Typically, we will have a guest speaker, somebody from the community, maybe a new business member who wants to talk to us about what they're doing in Florissant, what brought them to the area. So we usually start with a guest speaker and then talk about the upcoming events and things like that. So you can come, you don't have to sign any papers, you don't have to pay any money, but you can come and hear about what we're all about.
Good. Well, Christine, thanks again so much for really coming together today with all this information, be able to share it with the public. The city will be ready for the spring, ready for the summer, everything that it's got to offer.
Yep, looking forward to it.
And everything that's all the time that you've put in putting these events together. We appreciate that.
Thank you. Yeah, we enjoy it.
I'm Russ Inman. Thanks for watching this spring-summer preview for what Old Florissant Partners have put together. We'll see you next time.